Hi, I'm Mark Cooper, Director of Grey Malkin Consulting, and here's our 7-day criminal justice roundup. On Thursday the 29th of August, the Home Office published the Quarter 2 statistics for the National Referral Mechanism. This is around modern slavery. The statistics showed that between the 1st of April and 30th of June 2019, 2,320 potential victims of modern slavery were referred to the NRM, an 8% increase from the previous quarter and a 40% increase from the same quarter in 2018. The 2,320 potential victims were of 84 different nationalities, with individuals from the UK, Albania and Vietnam being among the 3 most common nationalities referred. The most common type of exploitation for both adults and minors was labour. This category included criminal exploitation. On the same day, HMIC FRS published the latest statistics for the Rape Monitoring Group. At the national level, the data showed that the overall charge rate had decreased compared to the previous year from 6.8% to 4.2%. The overall number of reported rapes had increased compared to the previous year from 41,186 to 54,045. The number of cases referred to the Crown Prosecution Service for a charging decision had decreased from the previous year from 6,606 to 6,012, and the number of suspects found guilty of rape had decreased compared to the previous year from 1,350 to 1,062. I would encourage all PCCs and police forces, as well as the CPS, to take a close look at that data and to look for solutions on how to actually improve conviction rates for rapes. On Friday the 30th of August, following last week's announcement that some forces will be issuing taser to all those officers who request it, Katie Bourne OBE, the chair of the APCC, said, "Police officers do an exceptional job protecting the public in our communities, and we have a responsibility to ensure they are as safe as possible when carrying out their duties. The decision to give taser to officers is an operational one for local chief constables to make and to garner the support of their police and crime commissioner. Taser is one of a number of tactical options available to police officers when dealing with an incident with the potential for conflict. Where it has been authorised for use, we must ensure that the appropriate training is in place and that any usage is proportionate, lawful and accountable." We agree with that assessment. Back in 2015, when I was at HMIC, we conducted the first inspection into how tasers were used by officers. That inspection concluded that we were very pleased to see that taser had been used fairly and appropriately in almost all the cases where we made an assessment. There were robust oversight systems in place, and forces had a good understanding of how many taser officers were needed and how they should be deployed. We're also encouraged by the latest statistics on taser, which were published by the Home Office in December of last year. The latest statistics, Police Use of Force Statistics, England and Wales, April 2017 to March 2018, showed that taser was used in 17,000 incidents, although in 85% of these incidents the taser was not discharged. In incidents where taser was used, the most common impact factor recorded was the subject being in possession of a weapon. When looking at why force was used by the police, using any type of force, not just taser, the most commonly reported reasons were to protect oneself, to protect colleagues, or to protect the public. We take the view that as long as there is no drop in standards in terms of the training and the authorisations in place, then we fully support those forces who choose to offer taser to any officer who requests it. That's all for this week. As usual, if you would like a copy of our newsletter, then please contact me through our website at www.greymalkinconsulting.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great week. Next week it's the spending review, so we'll have a look at what announcements the Chancellor has to make around police spending, and I expect that to be the focus of our report next week. Have a great week.